Ibiza. Just the name conjures up images. Sun-drenched beaches, pulsating music, a sea of bodies lost in rhythm. It's the ultimate escape. A hedonistic playground where the party never ends. But like any good story, there's always more than meets the eye. I've traveled the world, tasted life in its rawest forms, and let me tell you, Ibiza is a different beast altogether. Imagine this, the Mediterranean sun setting over a crowd of thousands, their bodies moving in unison to the throbbing beat. The air is thick with sweat, expensive perfume, and a palpable sense of liberation. It's intoxicating, seductive, and I found myself getting swept away in the tide of euphoria. But as the night wore on, I started to notice a different current, a subtle undertow beneath the glossy veneer. The first rule of Ibiza? Don't talk about Ibiza, at least not the real Ibiza. The one that pulses beneath the surface, hidden in plain sight. It whispers in the clinking glasses of clandestine gatherings, in the knowing glances exchanged across crowded dance floors. Trust me, it's there, waiting to be discovered. But you have to know where to look. This isn't your typical tourist trap with overpriced drinks and predictable playlists. This is Ibiza unfiltered, where the lines between fantasy and reality blur, and the night takes on a life of its own. Are you ready to take a walk on the wild side? Now let's talk about these VIP parties, the ones shrouded in secrecy and exclusivity. Imagine a secluded villa, nestled amongst the cliffs, overlooking the twinkling Mediterranean. The air hums with anticipation, a palpable buzz of excitement from the hand-picked few who've managed to snag an invite. Forget your bottle service and sparkler shows. We're talking about legendary DJs spinning surprise sets, A-list celebrities letting loose with reckless abandon, and enough champagne flowing to fill a swimming pool. It's a hedonistic playground for the rich and the beautiful, where inhibitions are checked at the door and anything goes. But getting past those velvet ropes, that's the real challenge. We're talking about a network of whispers and knowing nods, covert exchanges of numbers and clandestine meetings. It's a world built on connections, favors, and a shared desire to disappear into the night. And believe me, once you're in, you'll understand the allure. It's not just about the extravagance though, that's certainly a perk. It's about the energy, the raw, uninhibited freedom that permeates every inch of those exclusive gatherings. It's intoxicating, addictive, and utterly unforgettable. I've seen things in Ibiza, man, things that would make your hair stand on end. I've seen people lose themselves in the music, their bodies moving with a primal urgency I've never witnessed before. I've seen celebrities, stripped of their carefully crafted personas, dancing on tabletops, champagne spraying the crowd. One night I found myself at a warehouse party on the outskirts of San Antonio. The air was thick with smoke and the pulsating rhythm of techno music. The crowd, a sweaty, undulating mass, moved as one, their eyes glazed over with a mixture of ecstasy and something else, something wilder, something I couldn't quite place. Then there was the time I stumbled upon a hidden cove, the entrance guarded by a pair of burly bouncers. Inside, a bonfire raged, casting dancing shadows on the faces of the revelers. A famous actress, clad only in body paint and a feather boa, was doing shots off the back of a sculpted Adonis. It was a scene straight out of Fellini, a surreal and exhilarating spectacle that left me speechless. But listen, it's not all glitter and glamour. Ibiza has a dark side, an underbelly that can swallow you whole if you're not careful. I've seen the darkness in the eyes of the lost souls, their faces etched with the exhaustion of chasing an endless party. I've seen the desperation in the hands reaching for wallets, the fleeting moments of clarity followed by a haze of intoxication. Section 4. The morning after shadows lurking in paradise. The morning after in Ibiza. A time for reflection, for regrets, and for piecing together the fragmented memories of a night gone too far. It's a stark reminder that even in paradise shadows lurk in every corner. I've seen tourists hungover and disoriented wandering the streets, their faces pale with the realization that they've been had. Pickpockets, operating with ruthless efficiency, prey on the intoxicated and unaware. Fake promoters lure unsuspecting partygoers into overpriced clubs, their promises of VIP treatment dissolving as quickly as the morning mist. And then there are the drugs. They flow freely through the island, a seductive poison promising escape, euphoria, a heightened sense of experience. But the price of that escape? It can be steep, my friends. I've seen lives shattered, potential extinguished, all in the pursuit of a fleeting high. Don't get me wrong, Ibiza's beauty is undeniable, but it's important to remember that even in the most idyllic of settings, danger lurks. Stay aware, trust your instincts, and never, ever let your guard down. Section 5. Unearthing the soul of Ibiza. But beneath the glitz and the grime, beyond the velvet ropes and the pulsating crowds, there's a different Ibiza waiting to be discovered. An Ibiza where the rhythm of life beats a little slower, where the air is filled with the scent of pine needles and salt spray. and the locals welcome you with open arms. Venture off the beaten path, my friends, and you'll find hidden coves with crystal-clear waters, their shores dotted with charming chiringuitos serving up fresh seafood and ice-cold cerveza. Explore the ancient Dalt Villa, its cobblestone streets whispering tales of pirates and conquistadors. Lose yourself in the bohemian spirit of Las Dalias hippie market, a treasure trove of handmade crafts, vintage clothing, and infectious energy. Seek out the small, family-run restaurants tucked away in the hills, where the food is made with love and the wine flows freely. Spend an afternoon exploring the island's interior, a tapestry of rolling hills, ancient olive groves, and charming villages frozen in time. These are the experiences that will stay with you long after the music fades and the crowds disperse. This is the real Ibiza, the one that captured my heart and keeps calling me back. It's a place of raw beauty, genuine warmth, and an undeniable magic that seeps into your soul. Section 6. Your turn to spill the sangria. So, you've heard my tales from the trenches of Ibiza's party scene. Now it's your turn. Share your stories, your adventures, your brushes with the wild side of paradise. Let's swap stories, compare scars, and raise a toast to the island that never sleeps. Have you experienced the electric energy of a secret VIP party? What about those hidden gems, those local haunts that capture the true spirit of Ibiza? Don't hold back, let's hear it all. The comment section is your confessional, your platform to spill the sangria and share your own slice of Ibiza. Remember, what happens in Ibiza? Well, it makes for one hell of a story.